Hey guys, it's Clone Wars, and today I'm going to show you the Rokket profile because, like I said, I was going to do it, and it's probably going to be a lot of continuations of the Rockets, more so than Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes is kind of self-explanatory, whereas Rockets I really like to dabble with, so it's probably going to be combo videos, hand testing videos, all that kind of crap. But here is the actual build of Rockets, and that I'm actually fairly good with and that I like right now. Unfortunately, we only have Borlo Dragon, but I'll get into that as we get into the extra deck, so let's get right into it. Alright, so first off we play 3 Magna Rokket Dragon. All the Rockets have a effect where at the end phase, when they are if they are destroyed by battle or by card effect, then at the end phase you can special summon a different Rokket name from your deck. So if Magna Rokket was destroyed, I could special summon a Metal Rokket or something else. All the other 5 of the Rockets we have. Or, well, I guess 4, I guess, in that instance. But there's 5 different Rockets in total as of right now. The end of the season just happened. And if you didn't know, Rokket was just defeated. Revolver was just defeated. Not going to get into that, but... and he moved on. So I have no idea what's going to happen with Rockets. I don't know what kind of support we're going to get. I know in Cybernetic Horizon we're getting stuff like Brawl Sword, but let's get into that. Let's not get into that. This is also the highest rarity. We're going to go down by level, so it's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is the highest rarity, and I think, in my opinion, the best one. So whenever this card is targeted by a Link monster, and whenever any of them are targeted, they can destroy themselves to activate their effects. So whenever he is targeted by a Link monster, he can destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. So, I know it's not a lot, but actually it sends and it doesn't target. So, it's actually really good. So that's our Magna Rokket. We have Metal Rokket, which we also max out on. Metal Rokket Dragon does the same thing except in the column. So, he destroys actually everything in the column. So, it's really weird. So let's say most of the time you're going to place this in the extra monster zone you're not using. Right in front of it. So you place it right in front of it, target it with a bore load, and he destroys the spell, the monster, the extra monster, the monster, and then the other spell trap on the field. Which, that wasn't a really good example, but he can destroy the whole column. So, he's kind of a better version of Magna Rokket, but he has to be in that column. So, that's why he's kind of meh to me, and I don't know. His artwork is okay, I guess. So next, we also max out on Auto Rokket, which this sends, when he's targeted, he sends a spell or trap card to the graveyard. So he's a MST, basically. He's alright, I guess. I don't know. He could be better, but he could definitely be worse. So that's Auto Rokket Dragon. So those are level 3s. Now we're down to our level 2s, which I only play 2 of, but this is oddly enough my favorite artwork of the Rockets. So Shell Rokket is kind of like a shotgun in a way. So let's say we have, let me pull 3 monsters out of my butt. Crystal Wing, Clear Wing, and Omega. Alright? So you target him with a Link monster, and you destroy him, activating his effect, right? So then you'll destroy Crystal Wing, and because Crystal Wing was destroyed, you destroy Clear Wing and Cypher Lord Omega too. So that's what I mean by he's a shotgun. Kind of like a shotgun. I like him. He's my favorite art. I debate on playing more than 2 of them, but I also debate on playing 1 of them. So I think right now 2 is just fine. So, Shell Rokket. And then I play 2 effect failures, which are just Anesthetic Rokket. All their effect failure in Camp Battle. He's okay, I guess. I don't know. He's a common for a reason, I guess, but I used to play him with 1-for-1, but he's okay. So, Anesthetic Rokket Dragon. So that rounds off all the Rokket monsters. Off to our, well, I guess non-Rokket monsters. Sporting cards. Gateway Dragon. We play 2 of them. When this deck was first released, playing 3 of them was kind of you had to. But right now, since the deck kind of got more Rockets, it got more support, it got the field spell, it's okay at 2. It's a Goplinberg for the deck, so it works with Gateway Drag, or Trigate Dragon? What do I want to call it? Twin Triangle Dragon. I guess it's close enough. You can special summon this card if your opponent has a Link monster, so this is a go second deck. Obviously, we play Borload, so you know, obviously. And whenever he is, his effect is actually a trigger, not an ignition. So when you summon him, you can activate the effect. He's not like a Goplinberg where when you summon him, you have to activate the effect. And it special summons a level 4 or lower dragon type monster, so it's any of the Rockets you can special summon off of this, and yeah, that's that. So Gateway Dragon at 2 is pretty good. Sometimes I actually send it off foolish for our next card. White Dragon, Wyvern Buster, and 1 Black Dragon, Collapse Serpent, or Collar Serpent. It's just to go into Borload, because usually what you do is you'll summon White Dragon, Wyvern Buster by banishing a Rokket or whatever. Usually a Gateway Dragon, summon another card. Go into Underclock Taker. When you go into Underclock Taker, when this goes to the graveyard, you get a search. So then you special summon this by banishing Wyvern Buster. And then you can go into Link 3, or if you can summon another monster by some coincidence, you can go into Link 4. Which is how we go into Borload pretty easily. Most of the time. So that's those. And then we play 1 Keeper of the Shrine. I know, it's so weird. But oddly enough it works, because whenever a card is destroyed and because Rokket effects work on destruction, it works. Because he special summons himself when something when a dragon type monster is destroyed. So I'm not playing this as like it's a budget Blue Eyes deck. I'm actually playing it because it actually forwards the deck. Because I've been watching a lot of deck profiles on like smaller channels, and they're like, yeah, play 1 Keeper of the Shrine. Nobody like alternatives, but you know. So Keeper of the Shrine. You can trade that out for even another Black Dragon. And then Red Med, because Red Med forwards your plays and is a Twin Triangle Dragon target, so Red Med, obviously. So now we get into the spells. We play Triple Boot Sector Launch. It does a couple things. It's oddly enough kind of like a Soul Charge for the deck. Kind of. And it's also a, well, I guess a Goplinberg in itself. It can special summon 2 Rockets in defense mode from your hand. And it can also, okay, it's weird to explain. So let's say your opponent has 3 monsters. Again, with Omega, Clear Wing, and Crystal Wing. And you have no monsters. So if you have 3 Rockets in the graveyard, let's say you have 4 Rockets in the graveyard, alright? You're going to activate this effect and special summon only the 3 because your opponent has 3 monsters. So the 4th one still has to be in the graveyard. Or if you have 2, you special summon 2. It's all up to the difference. So if you have, say, Red Med on the field and you have 3 Rockets, you have to summon 2 Rockets. So that's kind of what I mean by it's a Soul Charge for the deck. And then, obviously, you can do the special summon 2 Rockets in defense position from your hand. But they have to be different names. Also, it gives Rockets 300 attack and defense. So, Magna Rokket actually becomes a 2100 beater. And the Metal Rokket at 20. And then we play Triple Quick Launch because it special summons a Rocket from the deck. It's not once per turn, so obviously we're going to play 3 of these things. And then Triple Squib Draw because it's a draw card for the deck. You target 1 Rocket on the field, blow it up, draw 2 cards. And if you do this in the end phase, you can actually special summon a Rocket after Rocket after Rocket. So it's actually pretty cool. It's a quick play too, so you can play it on your opponent's turn to dodge damage. Not dodge damage, dodge a banish effect or something. Triple Terra, look at that, I got one secret and 2 common. Like, what is this crap? But anyways, Triple Terra to search out Revolve Boot Sector, obviously. 1 set, rotation 1, Dragon Shrine. Dragon Ravine actually does come in handy in some points by dumping either Red Med or dumping Gateway Dragon or something like that. So, it's a good card. I enjoy it. I like it. It helps in this deck. Oddly enough, we play double one-time passcodes because you activate that to play Link Spider, and the Link Spider goes into, well, it can further your place in a board load. And it doesn't take up a normal summon, so. It can also be a Cyber, so if you have a Link 1 Cyber, it can do that stuff too, but yeah. So for our last 1-0s, we play Monster Reborn, Foolish, and Upstart to make the deck a 39 card deck, jump either a Gateway Dragon, Collapse Serpent, Red Mid, and then Monster Reborn is Monster Reborn. So that's the main deck. Technically it's 39 cards, but whatever. Okay, now for the extra deck. I only have one, so we're going to play one Borreload. Borreload is probably one of the best Link monsters in the game right now. It's $80 on Amazon. I'm not buying another one until it gets a reprint. So, yeah. But Borreload's effect is that he has a couple effects. For one, he can't be targeted by monsters. Which is good, because I don't know. A lot of monsters don't really target nowadays, but non-targeting is still good. Any little bit of protection helps. You can also target a monster on the field, so this is a quick effect. You can target a monster on the field and lower its attack and defense by 500. So that, you know, targets are rockets during either player's turn, so you could interrupt their plays or, you know, whatever. And also when it attacks, it can also steal your monster, and so, say, if it attacks, it can actually, doesn't restrict. You attack into, say, Crystal Wing, your opponent's side of the field, you activate its effect, and it can just steal Crystal Wing until the next end phase. So, there you go. Also, when it activates its targeting effect, it cannot be interrupted, so you can't, like, Solomon or something when it activates its effect. So, there you go. And then to run out for Link 4s, I play one Topologic, because I don't have Firewall, I don't have Saruja. I think that's it. Is that it? I feel like that's it for Link 4s. We don't have a lot of Link 4s right now, do we? Well, there you go. Topologic. It's it can destroy the card, so it actually works in conjunction with special summoning Rokket, so it's okay. Oddly enough, though, it's a Cyber, so whatever. And then Ningirsu for non-targeting removal. Pretty much, that's it. Triple Burst Dragon. It's I think it's a smaller version of Borreload. So, or well, a Boral Dragon, because you know there's Borreload, Boral Guard, Boral Sword, and then Mini Boral Dragon. This card actually has 3 effects for actually being its name. So it can negate an effect once per turn during the damage step, I believe. Yeah, during the damage step, it can negate a spell or trap effect. Sorry. It inflicts piercing damage, and during the next turn after it was summoned, you can blow this card up and special summon a Link 2 or lower from your graveyard, and it can also special summon a level 4 or lower Dark Dragon from your hand. So, it's pretty good. One Decode Talker, because it's still the best generic Link 3. One Gaia Saber, because it's a generic Link 3, and because I have it, so why not? We don't have Booster Dragon, which I'll get into later. Twin Triangles, that way it can further into Borreload Dragon by activating its effect when it's Link summoned to pay 500 to special summon a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon. Which is really weird. Actually, it's level 5 or higher monster. Which is really weird because all our monsters pretty much are level 4 or lower. So it requires 2 level 4 or lower Dark Dragon type monsters. So it's really weird. Play double Underclock Taker because it's the most generic Link 2 to go into for this deck. And it targets. That is the biggest thing. because there aren't a lot of cards that target. Or Link monsters, at least right now, that target. The only reason I built this deck was because I pulled Boreload from Circuit Break. So, and then I found out there's not a lot of Link monsters that target. But his effect targets. So he can destroy a monster, a rocket, to start the chaining effects of rockets. So, it's not as good as Booster Dragon, but as of right now, it's just a suitable replacement. So to round off our Link 2s, we play one Proxy Dragon, because it's Proxy Dragon. It's the most generic Link 2 to go into. Then double Link Spider for our passcodes, because it's Link Spider, come on, whatever. And then, because I have it, Clara and Rushka the Vitrilla dolls. I don't know, I like the artwork, whatever. That rounds out for Link monsters, and then for our XZs, we play one Tornado Dragon just because I have it, and one Bagooska because sometimes you need to go into Bagooska. So yeah, that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed, and there's more Rokket videos to come. Rokket is probably my second favorite archetype besides Blue Eyes. But I've done so much stuff on Blue Eyes that it's like it's Rocket's turn. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I want to be known for that channel to like Rockets. So, yeah. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.